The boys are seated and we are ready for a confusing conversation. This one not be interesting. No. It be confusing because this team, you go analyze them this way. You go reach playoffs, then they do this way. My name is Slimo. You're welcome to the basketball show. I'm joined by Jay and Teddy for the confusing conversation. We're talking about only two teams today where if you open the dictionary right now, you said the word confusing, you see these two teams. One from the East, one from the West. Let's start things off with the East. The Miami Heat last year, they went to the NBA Finals with the Denver Nuggets, went through the Milwaukee Bucks, went through the Boston Celtics, had to go through the plane. But this year, look at where they are. And they struggle for the 8th seed, but we know say time go reach. And they go sound do the matter. Steady. I want to start with you because your team day is you've been watching the Heat play extremely well. Last year, they did the same kind of thing. They start the league very slowly. But when it's getting to crunch time, you see playoffs, Jimmy, come around and he does his thing. What have you seen from the Miami Heat recently that you've liked from them?
You see, every day we talk, say, like Miami, they are not ready for the playoffs. They are not well prepared. But then when it gets there, over the last 4 years, that's shown us that when it gets there,
from the bubble,
they can do it. And they've been delivering. One thing I like about the Miami, apart from Coach Poe, Jimmy, Bam, and then the Heat culture, is they are moving the ball well. Before All-Star break, they had this kind of stagnant-like offense. But then now they are moving the ball well. Let's talk about how they get the ball to Bam in the post. Once he gets those kind of touches, the teams react, they double or they send help. Now, it opens up things for them. And then they are swinging till it gets to an open man and then they are banging the shots. We can talk about Jimmy Butler and then Bam, two-man game. And then they are handoffs. Because once you do a handoff, most times teams don't want to switch. But then once the handoffs come, Bam is just screening the man on Jimmy's tail, and then there's the switch. So it's working for them now. Because, like I said, their offense wasn't moving well. Now you can talk about Duncan Robinson and then Bam's two-man game. It has been fluid, it has been good. Duncan Robinson, fun fact, this season, when he's averaging five assists per game, they are winning games. Every game. And then it's not like maybe
and
5
Duncan Robinson before this season wasn't known for someone who passes the ball a lot because he was a spot-up shooter. Once he gets it, Charlie, the ball is going up like clay.
He's driving well too. And then Butler, he was injured most of this season. He has come back and then we are seeing him getting to his spots and then making the shots. And he's shooting like 50% from three. I know it's not ideal. It's not what he does always, but then it will go down at least maybe 30% in the playoffs. But then they are not there yet. They've lost their last 3, but then we know what they can do in the playoffs, so they are looking good.
I'll come back to you on this one because I need to ask you about the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. But G, we are seeing this thing over and over again. The reason why I call them one of the most confusing is last year, same thing, regular season. You analyze their games and you be like, how does this team do it? But yet still, Coach Poe, like Teddy said, the Heat culture. What do you think makes the difference for the Miami Heat? What do you think makes them different from all the other teams in the Eastern Conference?
Well, when we take a look at the Miami Heat, I think it's all about the coaching for me. See, in the NBA, in the playoffs, things slow down, as I always say. Teams, they get time to game plan for you. This is not regular season that you play just one game and then you just go off. They have like time to plan for you. You don't get open shots. You get contested shots. Coach Poe did it with LeBron James. We know that, right? He's a proven winner. Always he hovers around maybe the 7th spot, 6th spot, but when it gets to the playoffs, he knows how to impact the Heat culture. He knows how to coach. His defense is always on point.
Yeah, the zone defense.
True or false? His defense is always on point. They know how to press. They know how to set screens. They know how to cut. They know how to shoot. When it comes to playing flair, they know how to play with flair. Playing physical, they know how to do. Bam is physical. Jimmy Butler is very physical. They have players who, and now they added a piece, Terry Rozier.
Yeah,
that guy is very underrated, but he's very, very, very physical. He can play a mean game. When he was with Boston Celtics, he was doing it with them. Now he's with the Heat. He fixed perfectly with this Heat culture thing. So I think with Coach Poe, they have a big advantage because in the East, Doc Rivers, come on, man. Come on.
The record is not good enough. Joe Mazzulla, we can still call him a rookie.
Yeah, we can still call him a rookie.
Exactly.
But, so, Doc Rivers.
So you think Miami can do same thing like they did last year, where they can cause an upset, maybe beat the Celtics or the Bucks?
Beat who?
You still know the fear Jimmy. You still know the fear Jimmy. Last year we did you disrespect Jimmy.
Best team in the league. What are you telling me?
Last year you were around.
How many wins do we have?
Oh, come on.
No, we are looking better, please.
No, but we are talking about the playoffs, not the regular season.
Put some respect on my name. Look, what are you saying? No. Best team in the league. Best record in the league. Just look at how we are playing. Look at how the team is set up now. Oh no, please come on. We are better than last season. This season, we are not depending on one man.
You
called
know
E.
Miami has also gotten better with the additions of Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
Jaime Hackers
Okay,
drafted has been playing well.
Granted, there's no injuries. Granted, there's no injuries. Granted, there's
But
no
last season there was no injuries and they still beat
Love
you.
is out.
Kevin Love is
Yeah.
out,
Kevin
but
Love
he
is
might
out.
be back.
And then
Tyler Hero
Tyler
might
Hero
be back.
is out.
But he'll be
You see,
back.
it's
He'll be
it's
back.
minds. The minds. They need these pieces to fit in.
Last year they were without Tyler Hero and they still beat you.
Yeah,
They had Gabe Vincent.
really,
Oh yes.
really.
But they did the work. They did the work.
We there here. Playoffs time will count. We there here. But that's it for the Miami Heat, who have a very, very confusing style. We know right now they are struggling. But make it count playoff time. You go see playoff Jimmy, one of the best players in the league. When it comes to playoff Jimmy,
sure,
I'm not
sure.
choosing 5 players over that guy. When it comes to playoff Jimmy, he's something else. Let's go to the West. In all the teams that are performing so well, go to the West. Look for the 9th seed, the purple and gold,
Yeah.
the Los Angeles Lakers. You just don't understand them. Last year, made it to the conference finals, were beaten by the Denver Nuggets. But before that, in the regular season, struggling. And then came the trades that got them into a position like this. And then they killed it. Rob Pelinka, getting guys on the team that will make them work. And now they are here in the same position. 19. They'll play the playing tournament, win one game,
Move
go to
the first
and then they'll
round.
face maybe an OKC Thunder, and then they'll start doing their things again. But let me start with Jay, because you're a Lakers fan. Do you like the way the Lakers play? Do you like the approach with which they go with games? Do you feel like it's going to work again this time? And then maybe you guys will have a deep postseason run again.
Okay, you see, so there's always one thing I always say about basketball, or in general, like in life. When someone shows you who they are, believe it. Like, don't be like, oh, maybe they did it for this amount of time, maybe they will change. When someone shows you, this is how I am, you better believe it. LeBron James has showed us over the years, this is how he is when it comes to the playoffs. He produces at a very high level. The Lakers, they maintain the same team with the exception of maybe Dennis Schroeder and some other pieces. And Lordin Walker, the fourth, they let them go. But they added some important pieces. I think gave Vincent, like you said, even though
Hachimura, who is injured,
he's injured. But I think with the Lakers, the continuity is very important. It's the same squad from last season.
The core is still there.
That went to the playoffs. And now we are seeing an elevated level of play from D'Angelo Russell. I mean, if you've been watching him since the All-Star break, this guy has been unconscious.
No, after the trade deadline.
Well, that's
trade
true.
rumors, the
That's
trade rumors
true.
have
That's true. And if you guys watched the game just a couple of hours ago, just last night, Anthony Davis did something that has never been done in NBA history.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Mounier.
Oh yeah.
Your kids go catch up.
25. Oh, come on. 25 points, 27 rebounds, 7 steals, 3 blocks, 5 assists. Never done in NBA history before. Anthony Davis, first person to do it. So I think that when the playoffs start, LeBron James is a basketball savant. No two ways about it. He knows how to control the whole game from the first minute to the last minute. He controls the tempos. He talks to the play. He even knows the other plays of the other teams.
It happened one
He can
time.
call out
One
to a play and be
time.
like, okay, they are going to do this. He can call out the opposing team's play. So, I mean, when somebody shows you this is how I am over the years, you better believe it. LeBron James is going to elevate his level. I think the only thing that gives me concern is that he had a recent injury, and it's really disturbing him. But we know him. He's Superman. He's Superman.
He's doping.
He's Superman.
So you think before I go to Teddy, so you think the Lakers can make another deep postseason?
They have a better chance than the Miami Heat.
Wow.
By far.
Wow.
Because if you look at the matchups this season, they've beat the Clippers 3-1. They've beat OKC 3-0. Without losing.
They have a good record against the Minnesota.
Against the Phoenix Suns, they did pretty well. And this is another point that really needs to pay attention to. LeBron James elevates his level so good to the extent that even this season, we had the in-season tournament, right? Someone tell me what happened.
Hey, okay, you won.
The first team to win the first ever in-season tournament. The Lakers. He didn't need to win it.
No, he needed to win it.
But he had to prove a point.
The league needed the Lakers.
The league needed him to win it.
Teddy, let me hear your take on the Los Angeles Lakers in the packed Western Conference. That's the thing. Almost seed 1 to seed 10. Even C10 is the Golden State Warriors. So
Yeah.
everybody is good. Do you think they have enough to make
course.
another deep postseason run?
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Because like you said,
Yeah.
over the years, they've shown us why. And the beginning of this season, I was more concerned about their shooting. Because once you get into the playoff setting and everything settles, teams don't give you much of those driving lanes you used to get. So then now what are you doing? With the kind of gravity that AD and then LeBron has, when they get into the post or into the interior, what's next? I'm now kicking to my player. And then once I kick it out to you, what are you doing with the results? Over their last 3 games against Bucks, the attempts, they made 34 attempts. They made 16. With Sacramento, they made 31 attempts. They made 15. With OKC, 34 attempts, and then they made 16. That's amazing. That's like 48 points plus. That's amazing. And this is what they need to be consistent with. I'm happy with how Taurean Prince is shooting now. Austin Reeves is even taking dangerous shots.
Yeah. Hachimura,
D'Angelo Russell, and it's like now everyone is
infectious.
understanding what they are doing. And I like how Coach Ham has now settled with the Hachimura and then AD 4 and 5. I like it.
I don't like Coach Ham.
No, obviously no one likes Coach Ham, but then at least now he's doing something that has calmed the fan base. Because now you meet more teams with talented bigs. Okay, now Joel Embiid is out, but then you have Sabonis, you have Jokic. So now you need players like maybe you can have AD on the big man, but then now you'll be like, let me switch. So now you have Hachimura on the big man, you have AD at the switch at the help, and then now he can help once he gets into the interior. That's good because he's giving you options on defense. But then once it's just AD, and you put someone who is not good defensively with him, is going to worry. So I like that he has done that. And then now, D'Angelo Russell, I like what he's doing because it's so amazing because what he's doing now is like, what's the game against? I think they played a game against OKC. And then he gave the ball to LeBron. LeBron gave the ball back to him and told him to do the work. This is LeBron believing in you. LeBron believes in him and he's delivering. This is the kind of thing you need from a star point guard. Because when you get into the playoffs, AD, everyone knows AD
exactly.
can.
You need someone to alleviate the pressure off of LeBron.
We need someone to give us another scoring option. Because Reeves obviously will come from the bench. And then now we need Russell to give you points, shooting well, getting into the paint, taking off pick and rolls, and then getting the point. So I'm happy with what they are doing. Like you said, they've done it before, so they can do it again.
So before we end things, let's put ourselves in the hypothetical scenario. Because if the league ends today, and the Miami Heat make it out of the plains, do you think they're beating the Boston Celtics?
Do you think you're beating me? Say it.
You see the dead silence. That's what happens with the Miami Heat. Because if you're looking at an 8 seed against the 1 seed, everybody's supposed to be the 1 seed, but everybody is quiet. Exactly. If the season ends today, the Lakers likely face the OKC Thunder.
Easy.
Do they beat the Thunder?
Easy.
Because they have a good record.
Easily.
Do they beat the Timberwolves?
Easily.
They have a chance.
Yeah.
They do have a chance.
Cat is hurt now.
And then it's an if he's coming back.
He's not.
So that is how confusing these two teams are. The Miami Heat, the Los Angeles Lakers said, we are looking forward to see how the playoffs go with these teams, but they'll have to still have regular season wins for them to have a good seeding going into the final stretch of the season. It's getting so interesting. You do not want to miss out on these videos. Kindly hit the like button if you're enjoying them. Kindly subscribe to the channel. My name is Slimo. Once again, I did this with Jay and Teddy for your basketball breakdown, the Miami Heat and the Lakers. Who do you think can make a deep run in the postseason? Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back with more content on the channel.